For our final thoughts on this edition of the Country Slaughterhouse, I wanted to mention some huge news in closing. You see, the Pope, you know the guy, white robes, pointy hat, sick ass Air Force Ones that you can't see him, but he definitely wears them. Well, he dropped the F bomb, and not the one that you wouldn't expect, listener. The one that you would expect. Basically, he said the Vatican has gotten pretty gay. Now, I've been to the Vatican, okay? And, once I got there was a thick air of gay all around. It hung like a fog, got into your lungs, your skin. Had to bat it off me. Had to retreat to a nearby Italian strip club where the sodas are Italian as well. And even then, it was a close call. So you know what? I agree with the Pope, okay? The priests are gay! Alright, and I think we gotta get a uniform change going on up in that muscle shirts, sheriff hats, and leather jackets, and chaps to show that you really mean business. Jesus, he wasn't a pussy, okay? That guy was shredded. He could have busted those planks they had him nailed to, but no. He insisted that he get some more reps in, and unfortunately, bled to death. But that was God's will. And also, it was pretty cool of him to do that. So let's swap out these old geezers already. This is the Cowman, signing off. Buckle up, boysy! Woo! Movie review. Listen, I haven't seen quality cinema since A24's Civil War. And I know, that wasn't that long ago. But prior to that, it was the sound of freedom. I need directors to start strapping a gun to a guy and sending him out into the backwoods to figure things out. That's my favorite type of movie. Instead, we gotta find a new way for me to start buying the fact that wizards are a thing, okay? You can keep JKing around, but pretty soon I'm gonna start to say, are you really JK? Or just K? So you can imagine how pleasantly surprised I was to see that Bad Boys 3 is out. And guess what? The boys are bad. Bad to the bone. Which should have been in the trailer so that I'd know for sure that they are truly bad. Like, are these guys bad or just cops? And then I realized all these movies are just about cops. And maybe they're not bad, but, just be cop guys, And now you're asking me, is the movie bad? And I have to ask you back, whether you're fucking kidding me? Huh? I give the movie 7 Martin Lawrence's 10. Now, Inside Out 2, just like, all the Disney movies have since The Jungle Book, it got me in and out of the theater. Just like that. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes had me thinking, when are these apes gonna reinvent rock and roll? Because that would be a solid movie right there. Okay? Now that one, I give it 6 apes. Now The Watchers was supposed to be scary, but really it had me wondering, what am I watching? And then I thought, was I really watching? or just a guy who's being watched. And then I thought, is this movie that the CIA made that watches you back? And after that, I left in a hurry. Can't let the government see my scared face. No, 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 no. No way. Last and least, I gotta talk about the Garfield movie. And I have to settle something once and for all. Okay, is that if that cat has one more noodle, I've already at rest. PETA may be good for nothing, but the least they could do right now is start doing some crazy protest where a bunch of guys in cat suits hang from a gallows made of pasta. We need some drastic measures, okay? We'll be right back after a word.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Taylor Swift.
I'm inside looking outside, you're outside looking inside. I'm warm and cozy, you're standing in the rain. I'm looking at you, you're looking at me.
I know some good men who went down for no reason. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Richard Simmons, and of course, Jesus Christ himself. But this time, our beautiful, not a day older than 79, Commander-in-Chief is deep in enemy waters. It's Katrina out there, and he's a sailboat, braving the gale for God knows why. But he does it for you, listener. And if he wants to be Alpha, God, King, Emperor guy eventually, I say it's for the best. He's been convicted of 30 or so felonies, which, to me, from experience, means you can still be a pretty good dude, okay? That you are not mutually exclusive. I will circle back to this point later.
Okay, then do it, you chod.
Later. But before I get off track, I gotta talk about a musical artist that I know nothing about, that I am sure to, and I will not ask him though. Anyways, Young Thug has been in the middle of a murder case where a lot of the evidence has been pulled from song lyrics, which makes me wonder about my his song, Burning Down the Library. I did that in 1982, in parentheses. I hope to God Rico won't find me with that cost. However, the judge for that case took the prosecution aside, and the main witness took him to Olive Garden without the defense present and made backroom deals while enjoying the never-ending pasta, which seems like a good deal, but it ain't. Anyway, one thing I do know is the judge basically threw the whole entire case away. And was it worth it? If I had to judge this judge based off of the last time I went to Olive Garden, I say no, it wasn't. Case closed. But not quite, because another important trial happened recently. Vice President of the party, Hunter Biden, went down for a gun charge. His defense, as they were right to do, argued that at the time of him having the gun, he didn't think he was high. And now to me, that makes total sense. Because once the Adderall becomes your morning pick-me-up, I don't even remember that I took it. And of course, I gotta have my guns. I want one under the bed, under the desk, under the fridge, under the trash, under the seat, you name it. If Timmy walks into my office looking to have a shootout, I want to make sure I have at least 7 different ways to shoot him up. Wait, shoot him out? Shoot him? Either way, he's toast. Well done. Turn off the grill. But this whole thing, got me thinking about how no one does hard time no more. I could do hard time. So hard you'd start to think, what part of this is soft? And it'd be no part. All hard. Hard up.
You couldn't last a week locked up with Big Bird on Sesame Street. Big Bird being a commie, that's what they got him for. Not the weed like I'd have thought.
Big Bird's a spy? That mother effer. Not only would I do hard time, I'd make sure I shared laundry duty with him, so that I could choke him out with a towel from behind.
Why not just make a shelf? Then you don't have to take him out in such a gay way.
Gay? What's gay about rushing a guy, covering his mouth and whispering in his ear that he's about to get fucked up? Fucked up real hard.
Nothing if you're Rod Store.
You mean the rumor how he swallowed so much semen that they pumped his stomach?
If by rumor you mean fact, then yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty funny one to think about. Anyway, I do hard time. And not only that, if I do it right, which I'm pretty sure just means in New York City, they might just lock me up with the president. And just like how Jesus Christ was locked up with a couple of dope dudes who, became his right and left hand man, obviously, I'll be the right hand and you'll be the left, which I know scratches the crotch, but you just gotta scratch.
Yeah, I know, Cowman. If I go back to the big house, they'll send me back to Canada.
Just use your alias. It's not like you got ID anyhow.
You mean Stephen Pine? Yeah, no, that one got me out of Danny scot-free, but it's too risky to try it again so soon.
You just called yourself that so that you could get me to say that I'm gonna bring the pain and have you jump out of a closet.
No.
Yes.
Not quite, Cowman. My original idea was that I'd jump out of a plane.
That would take way too long. We'll be right back after a sponsor.
This is Bo Bosworth from Bowen. I just want to say, hold my planes back one more time and I'll fucking kill you.
Dig this.
I ain't about to let a band called Chicago steal my thunder. That's one reason I moved to Boise. There's no band that's just called Boise. Thank God. I'm sick of trying to compete. First, the band Chicago. Then Harry the Horse, rest in piss.
Whoa, is he dead?
No. He should be. That's just in advance, okay? What I'm saying is, I need my opposition to chill out, okay? Give me a sec to get back on my feet. I need to load my guns, sharpen my swords, dig up my shovels.
Maybe start a Patreon.
Patreon? Is that some futuristic way to patronize me?
Patreon is where you have your friends give you money. And your mom and your dad.
Really?
You know, just like to be a fan.
Sounds like Ponzi to me. And I mean the scheme. What? My fans are supposed to give me money?
You can call them fans. You can call them friends. But when you lay down at night and rest your head on your pillow, that's when you realize they're basically both.
Patreon, you say? I guess I know who I gotta shake down from here on out. Piece of poop, give me $1.
Oh no, Cowman. I ain't a fan.
But you are my friend, which qualifies.
Okay, but this was my grandma gave me this dollar, man. It was the last dollar. This is the dollar that if I become a billionaire, I frame on my wall.
So, fork it over. I'm calling a Patreon on you right now. Okay, I guess I'll save you the cap. Now give it to me. Right on. I'm $1 away from a soda, which is by far the cheapest way to feel like a billionaire. And this is the Cowman Moo, a show that, like the revolution, will not be served better with the Diet Coke. 'Cause I gotta go get one myself. God! Anyways, hoo boy. Let me get back to how I am feeling attacked. 'Cause I am. I feel like the missiles are inbound, and I only have one flare. And does it even work like that? God knows. Our Commander-in-Chief, Donald Trump, has taken a hit. A legal hit. A hit job, if you will. And if that weren't enough, our second-in-command, Hunter Biden, has taken a similar hit of legalities, unfounded charges, a kangaroo court. And thirdly, Young Thug, who my kids are probably more familiar with, has become, out of nowhere, one of the most important cases in this country. Now, where the hell was this energy when Piece of Poop and I went down for all red-blooded Americans on the January that it may have been the 6th, may not have been. We'll get into that later with the news segment. We've also got movie reviews. 'Cause y'all don't think I watch films, huh? Just admit it.